So today we will be discussing few more formulas for regression. In our previous class, we understood that how regression is applied and what is the use of regression. So there are few more ways to calculate regression, and to calculate regression, we have one more formula. So maybe in certain cases you are not directly given the question, but few values are given to you. In that case, how do we calculate regression? So the formula to calculate regression, another formula to calculate regression is, first we need to calculate correlation. So R is the sign of correlation. So the first thing we need to calculate here is correlation coefficient, right? So to calculate correlation coefficient, the formula is covariance of x and y divided by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. So once you will calculate correlation, then you can apply in the formula of regression. So again, in regression there is beta, we call it B, we call it beta. So beta y on x or x on y, as we discussed in our previous class also. So here, what is the formula? R is the correlation which we have calculated with this formula. Okay, so R into standard deviation of y divided by standard deviation of x. So this formula will get reversed if we want to calculate bx on y, right? So when it is x on y, x will become, standard deviation of x will become the numerator and standard deviation of y will become the denominator, right? So whatsoever is your it depends completely on your independent and dependent values, right? As we discussed in our last class, that in regression there is one independent variable and one dependent variable. Yes, so like I'll just show you again what we discussed in last class, that there are always two variables, x and y. So one is dependent and other one is independent, right? So here when we say we want to calculate y on x, so here y is dependent on x, right? So y on x means y is dependent on x, so x is independent. And when we want to calculate x on y, so it becomes that x is dependent on y, so it means y becomes the independent variable, right? So here also, when we are calculating, so here when we are calculating y on x, so x is your, in this formula, x is your independent variable. So whichsoever is your independent variable, you will write it in denominator, right? So in second formula, when y is your independent variable, so always remember that independent variable will come in denominator, right? So then very simple, like in previous question, the way we calculated regression line, the formula for regression line will remain same. Y minus, when it is y on x, x is the independent variable. Whenever whatever your independent variable is, it will be multiplied by the beta, right? When x is your independent variable, it is multiplied by b, and when y is your independent variable, it is multiplied by b, right? So always remember two things. First, whatsoever is your independent variable, it will come in denominator here, okay, and it will be multiplied by beta, your independent variable. So this is the formula. So let's take an example to understand these types of questions. So let's start. So here we have a question. The question says, find the most likely production, find the most likely production corresponding to the rainfall to the rainfall of 40 centimeters from the following data using a regression line. So the values given to you are like this. Okay. So here we have the values. First is average, standard deviation, and third is coefficient of correlation. Okay. So these values we are given. So first your one of the variable is rainfall and other variable is production. So we can say that we have two variables, rainfall and production. One of them is independent variable and other one is dependent. So very clearly we can understand that here rainfall is independent and production depends on rainfall. So rainfall is independent variable and production is dependent variable, right? So here we can write it like this is probably x. We can write it as x and this can be y. Okay. So this is your independent variable. And production is your dependent variable, right? So average rainfall is 30 centimeter. When rainfall is 30 centimeter, production is 500 kg. And the deviation here is 5 centimeter. So deviation basically tells you that this 30 centimeter, which is the average one, it can go maybe 25 or it can go up to 35. 25 and 35, this is the variation, okay? So if there is a change in rainfall due to standard deviation, production will be 100, right? Standard deviation is 100. If for example, rainfall will go up to 35, production will also go up by 600. This is what we assume, okay? So that there is a direct relationship. We can say that. We are assuming that. Then coefficient of correlation is the coefficient of correlation. The correlation between these two variables is 0.8. Okay. So this is the correlation. Now we'll try to solve the question. Solution. So let x denote the rainfall in centimeter and y denote the production in kgs. Okay. So what we all are given, then we are given, first is we are given mean value of x and y. right? So mean x is mean x is 30, and then we are given mean y, right? So mean y is given, production's average is given 500. Then standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y is also given to us. So these values are already given to us, standard deviation of x and y. Standard deviation of x, that is 5, and then standard deviation of y is also given to us. Okay, here. So standard deviation of y is 100. So in this question, correlation coefficient is already given to you directly, so we don't have to apply that formula. But maybe in certain question this correlation is not given to you, like this r. In this question, this r is already given to you. If it is not given to you, then you have to apply the formula. Maybe covariance is given to you. When covariance is given to you and correlation is not given to you, then you apply this formula. If correlation is directly given to you, then you can directly put correlation. So what we'll do now, we will just calculate beta, y on x, right? So we will calculate beta y on x because y is dependent on x. This is clearly, understandable in this question. So we don't have to calculate, everything. So we'll calculate beta y on x. So which means here y, which is production, is dependent on x, which is rainfall, right? So you don't have to calculate both beta y on x and then x on y, because here in this question it is clearly understandable that which variable is dependent on other. But maybe in certain cases when it is not clear that which variable is independent and which variable is dependent, you can calculate both. Okay, so here I am calculating beta y on x. So this is the formula. Now I will just put the values. Here r is 0.8. Then standard deviation of y is 100. And standard deviation of x is 5. So we will just solve it. And the answer we will get from here is 0.8 into 20, that is 16. So we got beta 16. Now what will I do? I will just calculate the equation beta y on x. So regression line we will calculate. So regression y on x. So I will just put the values now here. So mean y is mean y was 100, and beta y on x we have calculated 16. So here I am writing 16. X minus mean of x is
excuse me, ma'am, mean y 500.
oh sorry. So this is that 100 was standard deviation, right? So this is 500, and average rain is 30. Yes, this is 30. Okay, so here we got 30, right? Now we will just solve it. So y minus 500 equals to 16x minus So 30 into 16 is 480. So here we get the values. Y equals to 16x and minus 500 will come to right hand side, so it becomes 20. We get plus 20, right? So the regression equation is y equals to 16x by plus 20. So this is you can get. Now you know what is the significance of calculating this equation. For example, this year rain is 28 for example, right? So y equals to 16 into 28 centimeter, rain is 28 plus 20. So we can get what would be the production. So y equals to 16 into 28, 16 into 28, 448 plus 20. So the answer is 468. So production would be 468 kgs. So you know very directly you can calculate if rain is this, how much would be the production. So this is the significance of calculating regression line. Okay. So this is the question which we have done.